From liability to asset, how to become the man that women actually want to build a life with. Look, most men don't realize this, but when it comes to dating, you are either an asset or you are a liability. And we don't like to think about it that way, but it is what it is. And women don't consciously categorize you in this way, but they feel it on an instinctive level. Yeah, if you are a liability, she sees you as a burden, someone who drains energy, someone who lacks direction, someone who doesn't add real value to her life. But when you're an asset, you're a man who makes her life better, who makes her life easier, who makes her life more exciting. And when a quality woman sees you as an asset, she won't just want to date you. She naturally will want to build a life with you. And if you're tired of being overlooked, if you want a woman who genuinely values you and wants something real, then it's time to stop being a liability and start becoming a man worth investing in. My name is Rink, or as they call me outside of Holland, Rick the Dutch guy, Rick Dutch. And I've been walking the path of self-development now as a man for well over 20 years now. 21 years, and 18 of those I've spent diving into the psychology of romantic attraction. And since 2009, I've taught all over the world. I've organized boot camps, seminars, webinars. I did one-on-one trainings with men who wanted to improve their knowledge of game and their actual game. Yeah. So there you go. Now, most men would like to believe that they are good enough as they are. Yeah, that's something that I've been taught that. Just be yourself. You are good enough as you are. At some point, the right woman will find you. Right? I mean, is that not what you believe as well? Or at least at some point in your life believed? Look, the truth is, a lot of men, including me in the past, a lot of men are unknowingly liabilities in a woman's life. And here's how. Yeah, and I'm also speaking from my own personal experience. No direction. Yeah, a lot of men lack direction. No ambition. Yeah, I mean, looking at myself, I lived my life on autopilot. Yeah, and I just did what I did, thinking that was what I was supposed to do. But I was not inspiring a woman to really want to invest in me. Yeah, a lot of men are emotionally unstable. They are emotionally vulnerable instead of emotionally stable, emotionally strong. I mean, if you are easily triggered, if you are needy, if you are insecure, you become a drain on other people's mental energy. Not just her mental energy, like everyone's mental energy. Like this one is financially unreliable. A lot of men are financially unreliable. I was that guy, financially unreliable. I still have a very unhealthy relationship with money. I'm still developing myself when it comes to money. And no, women don't just care about money, but they do want a man who has his life together and is not reckless, as I was, with his finances. And I can totally understand that. I have 2 daughters now. Yeah, I've been present during the labor. Yeah, I've seen what it can do to a woman if she goes into birth, like into the childbirth experience. Like she needs a reliable man, not just emotionally, but also financially. Like, don't be reckless with your finances. What else? Low social intelligence. This is a big problem right now. If you cannot hold a conversation, if you cannot navigate social situations, if you cannot make people feel good around you, you lower her status rather than elevate it. Yeah? And we'll talk about that later. About higher status. What else? If you have no leadership skills. Yeah, if you're not driven, if you can't lead yourself. Women don't want a passive man who expects them to lead in every situation. And I see it happening all around me. Like, I see it. I hear the couples. I hear the guys speaking just by the sound of their voice and the sound of her voice. I know exactly like what the deal is with the two. She is leading. He is following. Look, a liability is a man who takes more than that he can give, who requires constant reassurance, who expects a woman to fix his life for him. This is not attractive. Yeah, it's exactly the opposite. It's repulsive. But the good news is, which I've experienced myself and I saw happen countless times during the last 18 years that I've been diving into this, is that every man, if he so chooses to, he can flip the switch and become an asset. And it's not hard to do, especially in this day and age, because most men, or at least a whole lot of them, are unmotivated to do anything. So it's easy. It's really easy to just jump out of the gray mass of liabilities, and to actually become an asset. But what you have to understand is that you are not unlucky. With the situation that you are in. You're not unlucky. You just have not become the right man yet. It's not like we just simply are. You have to become, you have to grow into that person. And that's the path of a man. Many men convince themselves that the reason that they're struggling in dating is due to bad luck. And that women are just shallow and that modern dating is broken. I see that a lot. Modern dating is broken. But here's the raw truth. Attraction is not random. It is earned. Whether you like it or not, attraction is earned. The men who consistently attract a certain quality women, they aren't just lucky. They have built themselves into men who are worth dating. They developed confidence. They developed a strong sense of purpose. They developed emotional resilience. They developed leadership skills. They developed their communication skills, their social skills. So what's the key word here? Developing. If you're not getting the results that you want, it's not because women are the problem. It's because you haven't done the inner and outer work yet. And that's actually great news, because this means that you actually have full control over your own success. And there's nothing that you can hide behind. There's nothing that you can hide behind. You have full control over your dating success. How amazing is that? I'm pretty sure that that's not what you want to hear. It's far easier to just point fingers and say, you know what, dating is broken. Women are not worth my time. Relationships, women don't deserve relationships. I keep hearing that one as well. Look, I've been very active on the dating market for the past, what is it, like 18 years or something. Very active. And yes, I've seen the mentality of society change, and especially on a dating market. Like the first women I dated was before dating apps, before social media. Yeah, I'm that old. Yeah, so I've seen it change. But look, all throughout our evolutionary history, women have moved the goalposts. Yeah? And now they've done it again. So it is what it is. Another non-serving belief that I want to address is that, it ties into the emotional vulnerability. Yeah, I see it a lot. Yeah, you have to be emotionally vulnerable. Just be emotionally vulnerable. Then she'll admire you for who you are. Look, women want a man that they can respect. Yeah, not a man that they have to fix. A woman of a certain quality. Yeah, at least the level that you would want to build a life with. Yeah, at least a woman that you see as a mother for your kids. That kind of woman is not looking for a guy that she can rescue, that she can mother, or that she can fix. That kind of woman wants a man who leads himself with confidence. And if your life is unstable, yeah, if you lack purpose, if you let emotions control you instead of mastering them, yeah, if you are all vulnerable and not stable, she won't see you as a man that she can build a future with. But if you develop emotional strength, self-sufficiency, and a bit of passion and a powerful life vision, then everything changes. She won't just want you, she'll fight to keep you. Respect and attraction go hand in hand. And when you embody that masculine strength, yeah, you automatically set yourself apart from the competition. And you have to understand that the dating market rewards those who bring value. Yeah, just like in business. The dating market is competitive, and it has to be. It should be that way. And yes, women have options. So if you are not investing in yourself, if you are not growing, if you are not improving, you're essentially showing up to the game unprepared. You haven't trained. So think about it. Why would a quality lady, yeah, one that you can actually see as the mother of your kids, why would she choose you over the guy that's sitting right next to you right now? Just because you're nice? Just because you deserve a chance? No, she will choose the proper option. The man who is a leader, the man who is a provider, the man who is an emotionally balanced guy, who's socially intelligent. And then you can say, well, that's not fair. Well, it's reality. It's reality, and it should be that way. Women do a big investment when it comes to, having sex with a man. Let's just say what it is. Women invest big. Yeah? So they have to be very choosy. And the good news is that you can become that man. Yeah? And once you do, everything will shift into your favor. And look, you are only one decision away from becoming the man that could be a stable option for a quality woman to build a life with. Yeah, I'm assuming, you're watching this training, so right now you're standing at a crossroads. You can either keep making excuses, blame modern dating, blame women, or telling yourself, well, I'll do this later. I'll become serious later. Or you can make a decision. Yeah, the decision to take full ownership of your life and to transform into a man that's actually worth dating, that's actually an asset instead of a liability. A man who commands respect, who leads his own life, who has a bit of charisma, and therefore naturally attracts women who want something real. Look, the only difference between you and the men who effortlessly attract a certain quality of women is consistent action. Yeah, the question is, are you ready to step up and build the life and build the relationship that you truly want? Become the man that you truly want. Become, hopefully, the father that you truly want. A father that is respected by his wife or by his girlfriend and is respected by his kids. Like, do you want to become that person, or do you want to go the blame road? Now, an asset is my wish for you, yeah, to become an asset instead of becoming a liability. And the reason I say that is because I have phone calls every single day with guys who want to improve their relationships, who want to improve their dating, who want to get their ex back. Yeah, a lot of guys want their ex back. But when I speak to them and when I ask them questions, it's very clear to me that most of the guys are liabilities opposed to assets. And that's why I wanted to make this training. Not because I'm pointing fingers here, but because I want to help you. And the reason why I want to help you is because a lot of the guys that I speak with have broken relationships with kids. Yeah, and as a man myself who hasn't seen his first daughter for over 15 years now, that's something that, it reaches inside my heart and it stings me. And I know sometimes I sound angry, I sound like an asshole because I'm, the mirror that you need, not the mirror that you would like to see. Yeah, but I poke my finger into emotionally painful places. And I very deliberately do so. And the reason why is so that you will wake up and step it up. Yeah, because, dude, if you had as many conversations with guys with broken families as I do, you'd be recording videos as well. Yeah, so I do this out of passion. I do this out of love. Yeah, I want you to become that guy that stands strong in your own value, and isn't looking for a woman to complete him. Please stop with that. Yeah, I don't feel complete. Dude, if you don't feel complete, stay away from women. Yeah? You want to build something great, and you want her to be a part of it. Yeah, so now we're going to go into a few strategies, a few simple steps that you can take that not automatically make you that asset, but it will put you on the right path. And, with a bit of work, if you're willing to invest some time and energy into yourself, you will become a more valuable and valuable asset instead of staying a liability. Step 1, build a purpose-driven life. Build a purpose-driven life. Write this down. I don't see you writing. Write this down. I'm watching you. Yeah, women are naturally drawn to men with a sense of mission. And if your only goal in life is to get a girlfriend, then you're already in a losing position. Yeah, because a quality woman doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to join you towards your purpose. She wants to join you on your path towards your mission. Yeah, so what are some small action steps that you can take? Well, set big personal goals. Set big career goals. Set goals that excite you. Set goals that excite you. Like with me. Yeah, just to give you an example. I want to build Mancademy, yeah, into a platform that offers value to men. And if I can help just a handful to grow and to understand the dance with women, the game with women, and if they can improve their lives, I'm happy. Yeah, that goal excites me, which is why I'm plowing towards building Mancademy up every single day, whether I'm tired or not. Yeah, find that thing for you. Find that thing that excites you. And develop skills that make you an asset, that make you valuable, whether in business, whether in leadership, whether in creativity. Yeah, I'm a very creative person myself. Like I used to be a DJ and a electric music producer. I played all around the world on raves, made a lot of noise. My studio's right here. Yeah, and that excited me. That gave me a mission, a purpose. And when I spoke about it to women, it excited them. And they wanted to come, join the party. Yeah, find that thing for you and develop skills that make you valuable. And prioritize self-improvement. Yeah, in fitness, mindset, lifestyle, career. Constantly. Do not stop. The moment you stop is the moment that you die. Yeah, and the result will be that you stop seeking validation from women because you're too busy building a great life. And, ironically, this makes you way more attractive. And this is something that Neil Strauss, for an example, in the last pages of the game. Like after spending a few years with the biggest pickup artists in the world, he wrote down, like, one of the best ways to become really good with women is to have something better to do. And I believe that because I've lived that life. Step 2, master emotional control and stability. Forget about, I'm going to say it a little bit different. Fuck emotional vulnerability. You being emotionally vulnerable is you being a liability. Yeah, it puts you in a weak frame. You mastering emotional control, it puts you in a strong frame. If you can master your emotions, if you are a man who is emotionally in balance. Yeah, one of the biggest differences of being an asset and being a liability is emotional control. If you get triggered easily, if you lash out or if you collapse under pressure, then you are a burden. You are not a leader. And a woman doesn't want to have to mother their man. Yeah, so learn to regulate your emotions. Meditation, journaling, discipline. And one thing, like for an example, me, when I do not sleep correct, if I sleep only a few hours, I get emotional and not in a good way. It is what it is. And I understand. So I have to get my sleep. Otherwise, I will become a little bit more emotional. And if people poke me, I will lash out. I know myself. Yeah? What was it? The Oracle of Delphi that said, know thyself. That's why self-improvement is so important, because you'll learn a lot about yourself. Yeah. Adopt the mindset, nothing phases me. Yeah, become unshakable in your confidence. How can you do that? Well, just face a lot of challenges. How can you do that? Well, one of the steps that I always say to guys to take is go to a dojo, go to an MMA gym, go learn kickboxing, Muay Thai, learn how to fight. Not so that you can fight or they can beat the crap out of someone. It's also about you getting punched in the nose and learning how to deal with it, learning how to deal with the blows that come your way. Yeah, you become unshakable. I remember me in one of my first gyms, and I had to spar like all these big, rough-looking guys, and I'm not big, I'm tall, but I'm quite slim. And I was scared as shit because I knew that if they came with a punch, I would fly through the gym. And yeah, I flew a lot around in the gym. But the more that I did that, the more that I faced that challenge, the easier it got to deal with bigger guys. Because at some point I learned, look, you're big, but catch me first. I'm smaller, but I'm faster than you. So you build some confidence by facing challenges. Yeah. And the result will be that people in general, this is a people skill. It's not just becoming good with women. No, you're going to become good with people in general. And the result is that women and people in general will trust you and respect you more because they know that you will not crack under pressure or drain their energy with emotional vulnerability about your ex and how she sucked off Tyrone Thundercock and then came back to you and kissed you in the mouth. She doesn't want to know that. She doesn't want to know how you got dumped. She doesn't want to look at you and know that you got dumped for some other guy. She wants to look at you and say, and rationalize to herself, damn, this is my man. Yeah, so forget all the vulnerable stories. Do not do it, man. I see so many screenshots that the people send me, the guys send me of their WhatsApp discussions or, their dramatic WhatsApp outbursts in which they cry and then tell me, but I'm only being vulnerable here. I'm emotionally vulnerable. Dude, no, you're not vulnerable. You're being a crybaby. You're crying about your ex dumping you for another guy. That's like the least attractive thing ever. It's not a demonstration of higher value. It's a demonstration of low value. Other women have kicked you out of their lives. Do not do that. End of rant. Step 3, become financially and logistically reliable. Look, you do not have to be rich. You do not have to be rich. But you must be at least somewhat financially competent. Being broke due to bad decisions, due to reckless spending, due to a lack of ambition is a very big red flag. Women don't want to be the responsible adult in the relationship. They want a man who can handle his life. And look, I have had a very alive dating life in moments where I was really broke. Yeah, and I put this to the test. And I saw a lot of action. I'm not trying to be big here. I'm just trying to make a point. What was it that tickled their emotions? It was my ambition. I'm a naturally ambitious guy. It was my ambition. It was my drive forward. It was the way that I could describe my goals and my vision. Not factual, but like in stories. And I took them along with me on a fantasy path, and it tickled their emotions. So if people tell me that you have to be rich, nuh-uh. And I have some other friends as well, that came from the same position. Like I've literally lived on an office floor, like a concrete floor with a buddy of mine. We lived in his office space. Well, we had a lack of a lot of things, but not of women. I'll tell you that. Yeah. And what are some action steps that you can take? Develop financial discipline. Get out of debt. Build savings. Invest in yourself. Yeah, and have a clear career or clear business direction. If you are not rich, it doesn't matter, but at least be on an upward trajectory. Yeah, and live, guys, please, live in a stable and organized way. Some of you guys live as pigs, as students, you know, like the 20-year-old student whose apartment is one big chaos. Chaos in your life reflects into chaos in your finances, reflects back into chaos in your life. Yeah, that's what it is. And if you take care of that, the result will be that you will become a man who can provide stability, not just for a woman, but for yourself, which is attractive. Step 4. Elevate your social skills and elevate your leadership skills. A man's social value is a huge factor in attraction. Women are drawn to men who are respected by others, whether it's in friendship, business, or leadership roles. Yeah, and this is where, especially today, when I keep hearing guys saying, I'm not going out because I experience social anxiety, especially in this day and age, a lot of guys do not have social skills and do not have leadership skills. Leadership skills are built in social environments, through social interactions. You cannot get past this. If you want to have a woman looking at you and with those drooling eyes, I don't know how you say that in English, like they have that sparkle, you know, the sparkle of passion. That's a good one. The sparkle of passion. If you want a woman to look at you with a sparkle of passion in her eyes, you have to become good in social situations. Because her brain, her nature will make her look at you in social environments, and based on how others respond to you and you respond to others and others look at you and the way that other women look at you and the way that guys either do or do not respect you, that's how she will build a picture of who you are as a person. She will get a lot of information out of that. And based on that, she will either find you attractive or not. She will either determine like, oh, nah, man, like he can't deal with people. He cannot deal with, you know, the stress of a social gathering. He's a liability. Or, wow, he's actually really good. He knows how to talk to anyone. He gets respected by the other guys. He's fun with women. My female friends like him. So he's now pre-approved, pre-selected. He now has social proof. Yeah, social proof is a thing. Look it up. It's important. Why is it important? Because of this. Yeah, because of what I just explained. She soaks up a lot of information from how your social environment responds to you. So become a great conversationalist. Learn storytelling. Learn humor. Learn active listening. Learn how to ask the right questions to keep people engaged and investing in the interaction with you. Expand your social circle with ambitious people. Take leadership roles in social situations. Be the guy who creates opportunities. Be the guy who creates experiences. Because the result will be that women will feel proud to be around you, knowing that you can handle any situation with confidence. Step number 5, develop a long-term vision for your life. Women who want a real relationships are looking for a man with a life vision. Yeah, not a man who just goes with the flow. Yeah, they want a leader, not a follower. So ask yourself, what am I going to do in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? What's my life going to look like in 20 years? And have clear standards for what kind of a woman fits into your future. Yeah, because let's be honest, man. Again, I speak with way too many guys every week who just walk around aimlessly, have no future. They don't know where to go, so they just take what they can have when it comes to women, which results in toxic relationship situations, which is stupid. If you don't have a vision, if you don't set a high bar for yourself, you will accept low bar women that bring drama into your life. And not just into your life, because I'm speaking to a lot of fathers who brought drama into their lives and the lives of their kids. You know, and that saddens me. Yeah, so make decisions that align with your future. Yeah, with your the future as you want it to be. That make decisions that align with your long-term growth, not just short-term pleasure. And dude, I understand. Yeah, especially like I enjoy short-term pleasure. And I have enjoyed a lot of short-term pleasure. But if you get caught up into that loop, without knowing that you are in that loop, that short-term pleasure loop, I've seen many guys that I worked with, some of my mentors even in the game, man, they fucked up their lives. I'm just going to be honest here. You know, I don't want to talk shit about anyone, but you know, caught up, you know, in this endless cycle of trying to find the hotter women for the hotter woman, for an example. Hey man, I just picked up this one. Look at her Instagram. Dude, I don't care. Yeah, but look how hot she is, man. And I'm seeing her tonight. I'm dating. I fucked this one. Dude, shut up. You're a grown man and you're talking about, like, you know, where are you going? Look, you want to attract a quality woman, right? Who brings value to your life, who's not a emotion bloodsucker. Become the guy that naturally attracts those kinds of women. Yeah? So that you can attract the women who are also future focused, rather than those who are only interested in temporary flings. Look, going from being a liability to becoming an asset, yeah, to become the man that women actually want to build a life with. It's a transformation. Yeah, it's a transformation. It's not something that after a training or maybe, you know, a Joe Rogan podcast and I don't know, whatever it is that you want to, you know, a book, that you automatically are that person. It's going to take time. It's going to require an investment of energy, and that for a long period. It is about transformation. It's not about becoming someone who you are not. It's about you becoming the person who you are not yet. Yeah, there's a difference. It's not about you acting as if. Yeah, I've seen that a lot in the pickup artist world. There was a lot of acting going on. A lot of people faking it until they made it. Well, they made it, but not long term. You know, the women would never stick around. Because women are not stupid. You might think they are, but they're not. And women are very fast, very quick in sniffing out your fakeness. So if you want a woman to stick around long term, you are going to have to be that actual asset long term. And you cannot fake that. You cannot act that. But you know, I've been on this transformational path myself for 21 years now. And I will never stop. I will never stop developing. Because to me, it's like it is well worth it. And dude, just imagine walking into any social situation. Into any situation, knowing that you are an actual asset, not just to quality women, but also, for an example, at some point, to your kids. You know, that you are a man who has a purpose, who is emotionally stable, who has life experience, who's unshakable, who's emotionally resilient, who's financially reliable, who's financially responsible, who's socially confident, who is respected by others, who has a long-term vision. I mean, wouldn't that be great if you could become that man, like truly become it, like embody that personality, so you don't have to think about, oh, I wonder if she liked me. No, you just know, look, whether she likes me or not, I'm this guy and I'm doing great. So you naturally exude the right communication signals, which naturally will attract the more quality women. And this isn't just about attracting women, yeah? This is about becoming a strong, powerful, emotionally stable man who naturally commands attraction and loyalty from his friends, from his family. Yeah, so the secret to finding that quality woman is not to chase harder. It's not to jump towards your ex and you know, hold her leg and cry. It's about growth. It's about becoming. It's to become the kind of man that she naturally wants to invest in, that your ex wouldn't even think twice about leaving. So the only question left is, are you ready to do the work? And that, my friend, is up to you. If you find any value in this training, please leave a like, leave a comment, leave a question if you have them. Share this with one of your friends that really needs to hear this. Yeah, because together we can help each other. We can help each other up that mountain where we all want to go. And brother, with a lot of love, I see you in the next training.